Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, once again, Monday, November 11th, 2024. This is my daily vlog. For each morning I come in, turn on the camera, lights, talk about what I've been doing, trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. And I was just thinking this morning about how the intent for this vlog proves itself over and over. And it happened again today, and I'll talk about it at the end of this video. Not a big deal, but something notable. Anyway, there's a lot to catch up on. Mondays always do, and even more so lately. So let's rewind all the way back to Friday. So Friday started with, I had the Friday plays, which was, I recorded and given members on Thursday, and it was scheduled like 3 in the afternoon on Friday. And over the weekend, the Friday plays, those continue to be a recurring source of good quality of value to the channel. So over the weekend, this Friday plays, which I did on Diner from the television, 7,200 views over the weekend. So quite good. And those videos don't die, right? They're evergreen. If you want to see how to play, Indiana Jones on the Atari, that video I did 8 months ago is still good, so this one will continue to be still good. So happy about that. Let's see. Then I also had I wanted to get another video out for Saturday, but I really didn't have anything slated. I talked about on Friday. And so when I was here in the studio looking around, man, I need to clean up in here. There's so many little projects. I'm like, aha, let's take a little project that I needed to do and turn it into a video, which is what I did, because way back in June, I got this Intellivision lot, and I hadn't yet really gone through it to see exactly what I had, and did it work and anything. So I did a video about that vintage toy show haul. That video over the weekend has done about 3,200 views. Didn't think it'd be awesome, but look, 3,200 views over 2 days is in perspective of what we're doing is average. In perspective of what it would have done a year ago is tremendous. So I'm not bummed about only 3,200. That's great, 3,200 views in a couple of days. So still, every time I say that, and I say it only did, I picture myself, a year ago or so, or I picture another creator who comes in and goes, "You little snob, you have 3,200 views, I'm struggling to get 100 views." I get that, but when you're beating your head against it every day as a grind, you need to have growth in order to make it happen. So I think that's why I put it in the context. Anyway, that's a ramble. Doesn't matter. Saturday evening, at late afternoon, we recorded the next edition of the podcast, which we'll edit tomorrow. I'll talk about that some more in a second. Then, on Saturday, I felt like doing another live stream. I've been holding off on doing this live stream for a while because I've been so busy in the evenings. So I did Utopia Must Fall, little game by Pixel Jam. Man, I like that little game. I talked about it on the podcast a few episodes ago. That was a very well-attended podcast. I streamed for about 2.5, 3 hours. We had up around 100 people at any given time. This is Saturday afternoon, actually. Yeah, it wasn't even like the evening. It was Saturday afternoon. And very well. So if you've never seen a live stream, what I do to recognize when people contribute is I put these little multicolored clothespins on my hat. And I almost ran out of them during that live stream. It was like a fan of clips everywhere. It was fun and silly, and it did its job, which was it was building excitement, and people were motivated to do it again, to challenge me to fit all these things on my hat again. So it's a stunt, but it's a transparent stunt. Like, people know what the stunt is. They're doing it to see the thing. That's the payoff. That's the quid pro quo of I contribute, you do a gimmick. I'll contribute more, you do more of the gimmick. So it did its job. Let's see. Yeah, that was Saturday. Then Sunday, George's new Bit by Bit series. He did another episode. He intended to do it maybe once a month or so. So far, he's done it 3 weeks straight because I think he's having a good time and getting a good reaction. The one he just dropped Sunday afternoon, in fact, just been overnight, already 1,600 views, so it's coming up. So a busy weekend. I only really took off Sunday in its entirety, but I mean, I feel like I need another day off, but it's Monday, so here we go. I had stuff to do. It bled into the weekend. Okay, Gonna get to today. Let's talk about stats first. I have my little chart here. I'd like to be, as you know, ideally right in the middle, which is 13,000 views and 80 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Oh, I just remembered I didn't do the stats yet. Hold on, let me check. Okay, got it now. Had to go do the math. I had so many stats to outline that I forgot to do the math. Down a bit from last week, even though a good weekend. We're at just almost 11,000 views, so below our target, but above our old target, and 119 subscribers average over the last 7 days, which is down about 20 or so average than we were last week generally, but still above our target, so doing okay. As far as subscribers on the main channel, I think on Friday it was like 60, what was it, almost 66.1, but it didn't quite get to 66.1. Then it did by the time I put the graphic over my shoulder, right? So as of today, we're now at 66,400 and about a half. So over the weekend, that's about a 350 weekend. Not quite the 5 weekend that we had recently, but that's how you see the stats are a little bit lower, but still good progress. Let's talk about today. Plenty to do today. First, I need to cut the next episode of Celebrating Yesteryear for Retro Days. I'll get that done early. I think there's a bonus thing I have to pick up too. Anyway, get all that done. From the live stream back on Saturday, I had some free Steam keys to give away, so I need to run the randomizer and pick some winners and post that, start gathering those winners. Wow, what else? Podcast. I need to prep the podcast we recorded Saturday morning to get it ready to edit tomorrow and be in good shape to do that. I told you I got one of the things in the mail that I needed. I think maybe if I have time, I'd like to get a long form done today. I'd like to do it from that item I got in the mail and give it some coverage to that. Then I think tonight, another live stream. So Digital Eclipse's latest Gold Master series is coming out tomorrow. It's Tetris Forever, and we have an advanced copy, and so we can take a look at that live. So I think this evening around 7 o'clock Eastern, I'll do that as well. So plenty to do. It's going to run until 8:30 and so in the evening, so I'm going to pace myself. It's regular that I do, 12, 13-hour days, which is fine, but I'm not digging ditches for 12 hours. It's not a big deal. So anyway, I mentioned at the beginning of this vlog that I would tell you a little bit about how this vlog itself is proving itself valuable to me. I initially, some people do, I know just the other day, Johnny, you went back to the very beginning of this vlog, even to the first video. I don't know how many you watch, but some people will watch all the way through and they find that, but you did go back to see the beginning. The day I was laid off back in 2022. And I think at that point I mentioned the vlog was, one of its reasons for existing was to keep myself motivated, to keep someone that I have to answer to get myself started in the morning, because I know I'm a creature of habit. And that's very true. Many mornings, and not just this morning, but many mornings, I think I could sleep in a little bit later, or I don't really want to get started right now, or I'll start after lunch, and those sorts of things. But having this vlog and having you expecting this vlog to come out, and having you who will call me out and message me and text me saying, "Are you okay? What's going on? Where's the vlog?" if I don't do it regularly, many days, I'd say at least a day a week, or maybe 2 or 3 days a week. If I'm feeling lazy in the morning and not motivated and don't want to get going, I get kicking the ass out of this vlog because I know I have to come in here, turn these lights on, get the stats ready, or get them ready at the last second like I did today, but I have to do that work, open my editor, do some editing, publish something, and now, look, now I'm going. Now I'm at the computer, now the lights are on, now I'm doing stuff, and it absolutely keeps me pushing forward at a velocity that I otherwise would not have, were it not for me having someone to answer to, having you here, knowing that someone is on the other side of this, watching, responding, engaging, interested, just keeping me going. And it regularly, I just noticed the other day that this vlog, they don't pay close attention to the stats on this vlog. That's not the reason for this vlog. I just told you the reason for this vlog. We just crossed like 1,200 subscribers here. And regularly, a couple hundred of you do show up to watch the vlog, regularly. You're those nuts that I love that we talk about every day. Just knowing that this needs to be produced. And it's not, I'll do this video and see if someone watches it. it's like the main channel, it's that. It's like, I'm gonna do this and see if anybody sees it, if anybody cares. This, I have to do it. It's the other, it's not a push, it's a pull, right? I know you're out there waiting to see it when it drops in the morning. And if it's not there or it's late, you know, if a video that I'm doing on the main channel slips a day or two, nobody knows, you know. But here, since I know that I'm answerable to you every morning, I do get up and I do get started. And just like now, I'm standing here recording and I'm about to go and edit and send this to you. And it's going to get me started earlier this morning and I'll get more stuff done. And it happens very regularly. So if nothing else, by the way, it is way more than just that. If nothing else, this vlog gets me started each morning and gives me more hours in the day than otherwise I would have if I was left to my own lazy devices. So thank you for that once more and every day. So with that, I'm going to go get started now that you have gotten me going on my Monday. So thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog. If that is what you did, you're here every day, though, you know, as we just said, I love you for that. So appreciate you. Have a good Monday as best you can, even though it's Monday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself because you deserve it. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.